Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz. For those of you who don't know, I do beauty and lifestyle here on YouTube at least 3 days a week. Today's video is just another fun challenge video just for fun. I had so much fun doing my 1000 layers video, and the video itself did very well. You guys really enjoyed it. So I just wanted to think of another challenge, and I've been thinking, and I don't want to do ones that have been done before, ones that at least that I've seen done before. And so that's why I was hesitant to do any of the ones that are like super popular. But then I was thinking about the full face tutorials, how people were doing full face highlighters, etc, etc. I was thinking, how cool would it be if there was one palette that you could do your whole face with? And I started thinking about it and thinking about how very unlikely it is that there's a palette that exists like that. But then I decided, you know what, I want to try it. So today I'm going to be doing my full face with one eyeshadow palette. And the eyeshadow palette that I'm using is the Morphe 350 palette. And I just did a tutorial with this one. I think it should be up. If it's not up yet, it will be up soon. This is what the palette looks like, and I've only used this palette one other time, and I actually have the matte version of this palette, so I have a lot of doubles of these shadows, so I thought this would be a good one to use, just because if I do end up using a lot of the shadows, I have a lot of doubles, like I said, so I'm not too concerned about that. But yeah, this has a really nice variety, and I'm just gonna see what happens. I have no idea if this is gonna work. I really don't. I am going to start by moisturizing my face. I have this little sample of this Temple Spa Peace Be Still Calming Face and Body Balm, because all I did was rinse off my face. I didn't really wash it. Like, I didn't do my skincare routine just because I'm probably going to shower right after this video, so I'll do it then. But oh, this stuff smells so good. I need to research that brand and see if it's cruelty-free, because this stuff smells like a spa. Considering spa is in the name of the brand, that makes sense. So my face is moisturized. Now I need to pick a shade that I think is the closest to my skin tone. I think I'm gonna end up probably trying a few different ones here. I think maybe I'll start with this one. And I've never applied powder foundation before, so I don't know what brush to use. Not that this is powder foundation, it's eyeshadow, obviously, but I just don't even know what brush I should be using. So I'm just gonna start with this one from e.l.f. that doesn't have its name on the brush, which is so irritating, but I'm gonna start with this one and see what happens. Okay, here goes nothing. I mean, that's kind of my skin tone. It's like really hard to get on the brush. I'm like trying to like dig it in, but it's not working too well. Interesting, very interesting. The color's not quite right, but who cares? Definitely not even coverage either. It's a splotchy right there. This is fun though. I don't know why. I just love experimenting with things and trying new things, even when they're completely pointless. I hope you guys like it too. My face looks so pink. It's so funny because this eyeshadow doesn't look pink in the pan at all, but it sure makes my face look pink. I'm gonna try to add a little bit of this color and see if that works, because I feel like it needs a little bit of this color. So I'm just gonna try it. There, I feel like those two mixed together is a better color for my skin. Now it's almost too light. Oh well. Okay, now I'm taking some of this dark one and I'm gonna put it up on my forehead to kind of, I don't know, contour? Not really. Okay, let's bring this down here. I mean, it definitely is doing something. It's definitely not full coverage by any means, but I mean, it's like, you can see that. It's like neutralizing a little bit of my redness and spots. Okay, so get up close so you can see. So this is just eyeshadow as foundation. I mean, I don't know if I would even call this wearable, but it's not terrible. It's doing something. Okay, what should we do next? I feel like we should do bronzer next. I'm gonna try this shade as a bronzer. It looks like it would be a really pretty one. Ooh, yes, I like that color. Watch me start bronzing my face every day with this color. It's pretty. Ooh, I really like it. This actually blends really, really nicely. The powders are very blendable. Ah, hair. But the powders are really blendable, which is nice. Probably because I have so much powder on my face and no sticky foundation, it's probably why everything is just blending much nicer than normal. Normally it would like stick. It's kind of splotchy though, isn't it? Yeah. I feel like I want like a contour shade. I'm gonna try this one. We'll see. When I'm looking at so many shades of brown, it's hard to tell like what's the normal contour shade that I would reach for, you know? I don't know. Yeah, that kind of, sure. Those two really clash, but that's okay. Nice. All right. I feel like I need like something brightening under my eyes, don't you think? So I'm gonna try. There's not a lot of light shades and I don't want to use anything shimmery, so I'm gonna use this one and see what happens. Well, so far so good. Kind of like got a little bake going on here. I mean, there's no concealer for it to stick to, but let's see how that works. Cool. Oh, I've got something up here. Let's highlight this point of my face. It's actually kind of coming together. Okay, so I'm just gonna let this under eye stuff bake for a little bit, see how that goes. What else? What else? Okay, let's try eyebrows. I'm just gonna pick the darkest shade. There's no black in this palette, so I'm just gonna pick this dark brown here. Kind of a cool tone dark brown. See how that works. Maybe I'll switch to a warmer one if I don't like that, but I never do my brows with powder either, ever. Like, I don't know if I even ever have. If I have, it's been a while, so here we go. It's really hard to like get a gradient. Like, it's hard. I like to have like it lesser and lesser and get heavier as I go, but it's really hard to do that with powder. So I just have a really, really intense brow going on there. I can kind of brush it out a little bit, maybe. Oh well. I was worried about this brown being too cool toned. It's actually kind of warm toned. So it shows you how much I know. Okay, brows are looking a little on the intense side. I mean, I know I've gone out with brows that looked like this before. I probably wouldn't now, but I definitely have rocked this brow before, so sure, why not? I'm just gonna brush this bake away. If it brushes away, watch it not even go anywhere. It's not really going anywhere, but I don't want it to like completely disappear. I just, yeah. Oops. All right, all right, all right. Let's move on to eyes. This should be fun because there's nothing really unusual about this, right? Because I'm using eyeshadow. So let's do, this color looks really pretty. I'm gonna do a pretty simple look though, just because. Let's start with this pretty color. And I don't have any primer on though, so that's something to note. I wish there was a mirror in that palette. That would be nice. Probably would have been smart to pick a palette that had a mirror. This is a really pretty color, but I feel like it's not sticking at all, which makes sense because I don't have anything for it to stick to, which is really kind of frustrating, but I like the color. I'm gonna use this shade to kind of blend it out. And then I'm gonna mix some of this shade in there too. Now let's try, can you see? Now let's try this pretty one in the crease. Well, it's really pretty. I like that. It's kind of hard to blend. I feel like it's really patchy because I don't have a primer on, which is weird. Like since I got into makeup, I never thought about eyeshadow primer and what a big difference it makes, but it really makes a huge difference. A little bit of this one. Then I'm going to take this shimmery shade and highlight my brow bone. Use that same shade on the inner corner. And then since I can't wear mascara, I'm going to use the darkest brown that I can find and line my eyes to make them kind of stand out in a way that mascara would normally do. So I'm going to use the same one I use on my brows, this one. There, that's good. And then just a little bit under here. Okay, the eyes are done. I definitely feel like I'm missing something without having mascara on, but I think lining the eyes did help to bring that out. And the eye look itself, I think, is definitely wearable. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the eye look because it's all eyeshadows. The eye look I am very pleased with. I like this eye look. It's fun. It's nice for summer. Overall, like, so far, I mean, I don't know. I don't think that the shades are blending enough to make this a wearable look, but again, I don't know. It's hard to say because if this was all I had and I had to make it work, I probably could make it work, you know, but we're not done yet. Let's keep going. So let's get on to blush. So, don't have a ton of options. I'm gonna go with this one. I think that would be a good blush. Very out of my comfort zone though. I'm normally into like the mauve, pinkish, purplish blushes, and this is not that. So let's see how this goes. All right, I'm scared. I'm a little scared. Here goes nothing. There's a lot of product on my brush. Okay. Wow. Got way too much product. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Let's see if I can fix this. This is really funny. All right, I'm gonna try this color and this color together and see if I can just blend this blush out at all. Not really. Oh well, oh well. It happens, right? Happens to the best of us. So now that I look a little bit like a clown, let's do highlighter. I think this shade wants to be my highlighter today. Where is it? I don't see it. There it is. So this highlighter is really chunky. I mean, it's not a highlighter, but it's really chunky. It's really hard to blend out. And because I have to layer it so much, because it's not formulated like a highlighter, you know? It doesn't have that like really intense shine and pigmentation. Because I have to layer it so much, it gets really chunky and just, yeah. I mean, you can see, it doesn't look terrible. It works. It's just not, you know, not my Anastasia or my Becca. Okay, so I have a little bit of a glow going on. I'm not sure. I'm not really loving the highlighter. The highlighter is probably the thing I'm the least impressed with, which is weird. I don't know why. It's just, I expected more. Like, it's just not doing it. So, all right, I think we're almost done. Let's just do lips. And now, before I do this, I have to make a disclaimer. I have no idea if these eyeshadows are safe for the mouth. So if you're trying this at home, do some research before you do this. I could be putting really unhealthy, not good stuff on my lips. I don't recommend doing this. I just want to try it. This is one time. I'm going to wash it off right away. I'm going to try not to get it in my mouth. I have no idea what's going to happen. Let's just try it. But I just wanted to say that people will probably comment like, that's really bad for your mouth. I don't know. I mean, you'd think that something that can go by your eyes and get in your eyes is okay to go by your mouth too. But I don't know. Just do your research before you do any of this, unlike me. Okay, the shade that is calling to be on my lips is this beauty right here. This is a nice shimmery reddish shade. Let's try this. How do I even do this? I don't know. Should I try it with my finger? Ooh. Well, it's kind of getting out of the lines. And I'm using a different finger each time because I don't want to contaminate the shadow. This is a beautiful color. I'm gonna try a brush now. Just packing it on there. I don't know, guys, powder lipstick, it might be the new thing. You saw it first here. So I'm kind of obsessed with this lip color. I wish it was an actual lip color. If you know of any company that makes a color like this, let me know because I need it. This is gorgeous. it feels really weird. It feels dry because it's powder, you know, so it doesn't feel like moisturizing, but it's so pretty. This would be pretty for summer or fall. Not that I'm recommending you do this, just it's pretty though. Alright guys, my full face is complete with one eyeshadow palette. I don't know, it looks actually better than I thought it would. I thought it would look a lot more cakey for some reason. It doesn't look cakey at all, which is very interesting, but the brows are very intense, the blush is insane, the rest of the face kind of, like the foundation is kind of covered up by everything else that I put on, so I don't feel like you really notice it that much, but the blush, the brows makes me look kind of like a clown, and then the lips, I mean, I like the lips. I like the lips. Okay guys, that is it for this, not a tutorial, challenge. If you want to try this, that would be awesome. We could make this a tag. I could tag you guys. Do this challenge. Pick your favorite eyeshadow palette or whatever eyeshadow palette you want and do your full face and tag me in it. Tweet me it or whatever, because I would love to see other people try this challenge. It was super fun. Like I said, it was just a thought. Like I literally woke up this morning and the thought just came to me to do my full face with one palette. I wanted to try it out, see if I could do it. Had to film it, so I had a lot of fun doing this, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you all. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys again very soon. Bye.